Hey, this is Kehinde Fawumi. You're listening to the Unleash Your Genius podcast. Remember the cash flow statement? Quick review. You have the income statement. This is your income, this is your expenses, and then you have the balance sheet, this is the asset, this is the liability. If you have a job or whatever thing that gives you money, that gives you some income, and you spend it on so many things, rent, mortgages, whatever thing it is, then it's out. You buy food, you living expenses, everything, it goes out. And that's exactly how the poor do it. All right. The job gives you income in this case, and then you buy, say, super nice Tesla or nice fancy car, or you even get a house with super high mortgage. Those are liabilities. Okay, careful with the house part. Just think about mortgage being a liability. The house will stay here as an asset in itself, but the mortgage you're paying on it will be a liability. That's clear. All right. And then those liabilities, you have to pay a monthly, interest on it, and you have to pay it back somehow. And that's an expenses, and the money goes out. And that's more in the class of the middle class. And now what you essentially want to do is acquire as much assets as possible. And these assets provide more income. And what you want to do is multiply that you can have a lot of sources for your passive income. And that's how the rich do it. All right. And what I want to say is that eventually what you want to do is increase the income and reduce your expenses. And how do you do that? Having sources of passive income that helps you to grow your income and watch your habits, your spending habits, the kind of lifestyle that you live, and be smart about that. Reduce your expenses or maintain it and not necessarily increase it, because when people get more money, they want to live they want to buy the most expensive thing in town and all. And it's important that you understand that, well, it's not yet time to do that. Of course, you can enjoy, and you should definitely enjoy your life. Otherwise, what's the point, right? But my point is that whatever goes into expenses should come ideally from your passive income, not from your seed income. It has to be from your passive income. And that's what's crucial. That's clear now. So that's your goal: increase income, reduce expenses, increase assets, reduce liabilities. But of course, we already made it clear also that it's almost impossible to increase your assets without having some liabilities, but you have to be smart about that. And that's where the cash flow comes from. The assets minus your liability must be very positive. It's interesting that being rich is not having money. It's a way of life. It's a lifestyle to be rich or to be being rich. It's not really resource based. And that's why you would see that, for example, I mean, we say that some people are super rich, the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. And that the rich can redistribute their wealth and just give everyone money, and then everyone will become rich, right? But it will not happen that way. Because what happens is that everyone would temporarily be rich, and 1 month or 1 week later, all the money goes back to the rich guy because he has systems in place, to collect that money back. And the rest of the people will basically just spend the money and then give it back to the guy that has the money originally. So it's not really about how much resource you have that makes you rich. It's about who you are that makes you rich. And people don't get that. So, and that connects back to talking about, managing expenses with regards to when you have more money now, then you can manage expenses. That you do not incur more debt, or increase your expenses and the likes. And it's a culture. It's the kind of person, the kind of personality, the kind of habits that you've built, because you probably didn't even get to that point if you don't manage expenses well. So it's about becoming the person that can manage that level of wealth. So it's a wealth management, financial intelligence that gets you to that point and gets you to be able to maintain it. And I think that's core, and that's very crucial and important.